Good morning and welcome to another segment of Build Your Best Life with Deborah D. Smith. I'm so happy that you have tuned in this morning. I have a great segment planned for this morning entitled The Value of Hanging with Seniors. The value of hanging with seniors. Now, the seniors I'm talking about are not high school or college seniors. I'm talking about our mature older generation. Young people, you can learn so much from hanging out with seniors. Young men, have you ever taken time to go fishing with your grandfather? Just go over to his house, hang out with him, watch him as he changes a tire, or tinker around with the car. There's just so much that you can learn hanging with seniors. You can learn how to do useful things, like I say, around the house, minor repairs, minor things on the cars. Like when you go to a dealership, they'll charge you $45 to replace your air filter. You can go and buy one of those for $5.95 and stick it in within 2 minutes. You're hanging out with a senior will help you do that and save yourself some money. But you can learn so much valuable information just hanging out with a senior. It doesn't have to be your grandparent. It doesn't have to be a relative or anything. If you hang out at the barber shop, that's another place where some aged gentlemen hang out, and you can get a wealth of information. They talk about government, politics. I guess you say, well, I can hear that on TV. But do you understand what is going on with the politics? You can hear the different candidates as they now debate for the Democratic primary. But do you understand the difference in the Democrats and the Republicans? Do you understand the House from the Senate? Hanging with seniors, you can learn some of this information. They talk about the school system. What's going on with the school system? Actually, what makes it work? They talk about just so much information that they talk about. They can tell you, well, we know about history, but they know the nuances of everything that occurred during certain time segments. They can tell you about relevant information that you hear, but you don't really know the ins and outs of it. And I've talked on several of my other segments about listening. So it's not where you have to engage in a conversation at all, because they're going to talk about it all. They're going to talk about how to treat young ladies the right way. They're going to talk about they've been married for 25, 30 years and how they were successful at doing that. This one over here is beginning to date in the nice places. He's going to take the young lady, what he's going to say, what he's, this type thing. So you can learn a wealth of information. And it's not just words. It's actually information that means something. You may sit there and listen to them talking about something, and then go to school and it's something like, hey, I got the answer to that. I know that. I've heard that before. So they can just help with so much information. As I say, I know I just keep saying that, but it's just amazing if you've never sat at the foot of a senior and listened to them talk. And I know a lot of people, well, I don't want to do this. Well, I don't want to go to my granddad's. Try it. Just try it. Go fishing with them. Go over to the house just to hang. See what they're watching on television. Just listen. Listen. It's the time to listen and let all of that information get into you. But you will be so much better for it. And then you can hear some of their experiences. They will also talk about things that they did and they shouldn't have done it. It was wrong. They know that now. Now that they're older, if they could do it all over again, they wouldn't do it. So they can save you from making some of the mistakes they made. I know some things you want to try it on your own anyway, but I don't know about you, but me, if I can listen to someone and it's someone I feel like I can trust what they're saying, like, hey, I'm going to think about it before I go off on my own. But they probably know about buying houses. When is a good time to buy? When's not a good time to buy? You may just be sitting there listening and you're thinking about buying in this new subdivision that they're putting up. But sitting there listening, you may hear them say, well, you know, they have their new subdivision they're building over there off of Clock Road. Do you know that 50 years ago, they had poisonous gases that were over there. They were using that land for a dump. You know, I still don't think it's, would be right to live over there now because all that stuff seeped down into the ground, blah, 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 blah. Or you've been driving out there for the last month. It looks good. You're getting ready to buy. And they may say something like, oh, you know that new subdivision over there off Clark Road? That area floods so bad. If anybody that's looking to buy over there, I hope it rains before they buy, because if they go over there, they will see rain comes up just always to your knees. You always see cars getting caught in puddles of water when it rains. So you can learn so much information. So the next time you think, oh, what am I going to be doing today? Think about hanging out with a senior. Learn some valuable, free information, and all you have to do is sit there and listen. I hope you have enjoyed this segment of Build Your Better Life, Your Best Life with Deborah D. Smith, because hanging out with seniors is going to help you learn some valuable lessons. It's going to help you be able to build a life that is better now. You don't have to wait until it's down the road when you've been on a downhill journey, but you can begin to build your best life now. You don't have to wait. So, I'm glad you tuned in. Like, share, comment, send me a review. But I hope you enjoyed this segment of Build Your Best Life with Deborah D. Smith. And I'll see you Friday morning. Thank you and have a great day today.